Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn post notifications on to see when the next time I post. Make sure you guys like and comment under this video. As you can see from the title, we're going to talk about why I chose the nursing profession, why I chose nursing. So yeah, this is going to be like a little background of how everything started. I know from the last video that I made when I did my Q&A, y'all didn't expect me to become a nurse. I think my last video of me doing the Q&A introducing myself, I said that I was going to be an actress and I said college was a scam. So yeah, it's a lot that's been happening and changing, so I'm definitely going to update you guys and let y'all know what's up. So if you want to know, keep watching. Let's get into this video. Okay, so how everything started. So we're gonna start from my 11th grade year. My 11th grade year, I wanted to be an actress. I was really big on acting. I still want to be an actress actually. But to be realistic, you have a dream and you have to really think about how you can make this dream happen. So I decided in Baltimore, there's no opportunities for actors and actresses. So I had to really think critically. I don't want to be living in my parents' house until I can become an actress. Like, that's just not something we want to do because you don't even know if it can happen. That's not a guarantee. So I had to really rethink everything. So it's not until I got into my 12th grade year that nursing came to mind. I actually gonna tell y'all how this happened. So one day I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm looking on Instagram, scrolling, and I was following Fashion Nova at the time. And I was literally watching these videos of the little ads of the girls with the scrubs on. And I told myself, I'm like, maybe I could be a nurse. Like, something just hit me. I'm like, I see these scrubs. I'm like, let me look up nursing. But at the time, I didn't know what kind of nurse I wanted to be. So I'm just like, let me just see. Like, so I look up CNA because I'm thinking, I didn't really know about registered nurses and all that other stuff. And I'm like, oh, CNAs don't make no money. I don't want to be a CNA. I don't want to be no, yeah. So I had to do research. And I started watching videos on YouTube. I started watching just a whole bunch of videos of different nurses explaining. And then that's when I came across associate's degree nurse. I'm like, oh, you can be a nurse in 2 years. You go to community college and you become a nurse, which is not actually 2 years, you guys. It's actually more than 2 years. For associate's degree, you really have to think about prereqs, which that can take 2 years to finish your prereqs. And then you have to think about the nursing program, which already has them classes. That's like 10 classes all together. So that's 10 classes for nursing and then about 10 classes for prereqs. That's 20 classes. That's not going to take 2 years. That's going to take more than that. Unless you're like doing winter and summer, and you know, you have to pay for winter and summer on your own, which nobody got the money for that. So yeah, I had to really rethink. I'm like, okay, that's not going to be exactly 2 years, but it's still community college. It's cheaper. So yeah. So at the time, I was thinking about being a chef before nurse. So I'm like, I'm gonna be a chef and this and that. I did my research on being a chef. No, they don't. You had to have experience. I watched a video about this person that graduated from this New York school that has like, that's the top school for chefs. This person couldn't even get a job and they went to the best school because he didn't have experience. So I'm like, no, I'm not trying to do this for years. I need to be in and out. I need to be in school and out of school, period. I need to live on my own and I have things that I want to do. And I don't want to stay in Baltimore for years. So when that happened, I was telling people, I'm like, I want to be a nurse. I want to be a nurse. Some people were definitely not supportive. I don't know why. It's just like, it was weird. But then I talked to my school. This is when it got crazy. So So I had a meeting with my like advisors and stuff, and we were talking, and they were like, are you sure you want to go to nursing? Like, you want to be a nurse? Like, that's really expensive. Not knowing that my school that I'm at now has a scholarship, and they basically pay for all your classes. They didn't know that. They thought that you had to be basically poor to get this scholarship. When I went to the school, they told me, oh, as long as your parent makes under 100K, you can get the scholarship. My high school didn't know that. So they were putting in my head, they were telling me, they were like, oh, you're not going to be able to do it. This is going to be expensive. You need to just be a CNA or just be a technician and come into and just see if you can get experience, and they'll pay for you to go to school, which is a lie, because if you're a tech, why would they pay for you to go to school to be an RN? Like, come on. And that would probably take years, you guys, years. By that time, I wanted to go straight from high school straight to college. That's what I wanted to do. And them telling me like, oh, you might not be able to do that, it's too expensive and this and that. Basically, like, they don't know what they're talking about. So I went out on a limb. I have a homegirl. Her name is Yatunde. Shout out to you, girl. And she took me to the school. She took me to my community college that I'm at now. And I got to speak to the actual people at the school. And they told me, you might qualify for the scholarship. And they told me about the loans and about how I don't have to ask my parent. All the parent has to do is fill out the FAFSA, and the loan is just me. If I accept the loan, I accept the loan. Nobody else does. So after hearing all that stuff, and the loan covers all my classes too, I was like, okay, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You have to talk to the source, you guys. Stop listening to your advisors in high school and all that other stuff, because they clearly don't know what they're talking about. So yeah, after all that, I said, okay, nursing. I was just watching YouTube videos about nursing. I was doing my research, and I realized like nursing is definitely a career I wanted to get into. I could finish it in about not 2 years, but maybe 3 years, 3 to 4. I could finish it, and I could be done quickly, and I can get this degree, and I can start working. And then if my job decides I need a bachelor's, they would pay for me to go back to school. I wouldn't have to take any more money out. My community college is cheap. It is very affordable, and I'm not going to have to pay for my bachelor's degree. It's going to be free. So considering all that, I'm like, I have experience basically, because I have a sibling. She's special needs, and I've been taking care of her for years. I knew that I could take care of people. I was so confused when I was in high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then 12th grade year hit me. Nursing is what I want to do. And as you can see, fast forward to now, I'm currently in school. I'm in my last 4 prereqs, and I'm going to be finally applying for the nursing program next year. So it just goes to show, like, don't listen to people, what they have to say. If you want to do something, do it. And I did it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty short, but this is just basically how I decided to become a nurse. Make sure you guys comment and you like this video, and let me know what y'all want to see next. Okay, see you guys. Bye.